It's the one and only 5B Transformations, and I'm back like I never left. You know what I mean? We here, and we gonna kick some game. We gonna look at these young bulls. Spit. Um, you know what I mean, and kick their game, man. Check out the Riz. We looking to see what everyday guys approaching women, man, and how easy it is, and the power of approaching because you got to communicate. So let's get it.
Excuse me. You want to see a magic trick?
Sure.
Here, pick a card.
All right, so number one, he's coming in with a magic trick, so he obviously got a whole plan. There's nothing wrong with that. But one thing you'll notice that the ladies sometimes will have a look like they don't want to be bothered. And that's why, as much as I love to say, look for the choosing signals, and that's very important. Sometimes you got to just make a move and don't really worry about choosing signals. You know what I mean? Because when you play in the numbers game, you realize it's not really about trying to look for cues. You just go ahead and make magic happen. And any girl, all you need is one. Remember that. All you need is one.
Yeah, take it out. Take a look at it. You remembered it? All right, here, put it back like right here. What's your name?
Steve.
And for all the guys out there that's like, oh, he doing a magic trick, he's doing too much, blah, blah, blah. That just lets me know, man, you just an incel. You just, like at the end of the day, you don't really got to do all this at all. You can do it very simple. But even if you decide to do this, who cares? I mean, all you're doing is creating a communication line with a lady. And if you want to do it in a way that is advanced or planned, some people are planners. Some people, they need, I teach MBTI as well when it comes to personality types. Some people like to do things in the moment. Some people like to plan things more. So, this guy obviously gives me more of a planner energy.
All right, Zeev, just hold your hand out. All right, Zeev, is this it?
No.
Oh, it's not? Wait, hold your hand out. Really flat, okay? Put your thumb on.
Now you can just see how much she's enjoying this because, come on, women, they go out for entertainment. Women love entertainment, period. Now, you don't want to be a dancing monkey. And that's the thing. After he does this trick, can he keep her attention, or is he going to have to, can he follow up after that magic trick? And that's why an opener is great. But, I mean, there's some coaches and people that spend so much time on an opener, and it's like, bro, like this just got the game started. He still don't know if she wants to go out with him, if she wants to hang out with him. He still don't got her number. So, I feel you. This is definitely a lot. But let's see if he got a plan to the end. Let's see. Or if he folds after this little magic trick.
I'm on top of it. As you just think of your card, okay? Watch, I'll take it from your mind, and I'll put it right here. Look.
That was really good. That was really good. Whenever you're doing anything with touch, the imagination, that's something I'm gonna delve deeper into. I've talked about it a little bit, but it's levels to it. I mean, it can become very hypnotic. You want to have that hypnotic ability in your communication and just, those type of things. So we definitely gonna talk about that.
Turn your hand over.
Yeah, when he touched her hair, when he did that little, like I'm pulling it from your mind, you see she loved that.
That is it.
That's it. Hey, since it was good,
I'm
is
just
that
like
what?
really good. I'm really good at. I have good eyes.
All right, so right now, I don't know if the trick worked or not, but the whole goal of an opener is just to get her attention. It's just the first part. You have to get their attention. Once her attention's on you, if you can figure out if she's attracted or not. You know what I mean? And for some guys, she's going to be having her attention on you off rip. That means that you meet her attraction threshold quick, like you're her type. For others, she might not be paying attention. You might need to get her to pay attention, and then she starts to focus her attraction to you. So, let's see now what's about to happen.
What TikTok?
Okay, so he got the number. That's funny. But, I mean, okay, you got the number. That's cool. Is the interest there? Look, all that matters in these videos, I don't want to be too picky. Look, at the end of the day, he communicated. Now, this really needs to be the dance after you actually, get relations with her. Because you can't be getting too happy off numbers, man. A number ain't nothing. But, hey, you still got to embrace the levels. For some of you, that's a huge win. For this guy, it probably was a huge win, and congrats to him.
Excuse me, before you walk past, what's your name? Come here. Come here.
All right, now look, this is big. She said you cute right there, boom, whatever. But she kept walking. And that's why it's very important to when someone's walking, you say something and they keep walking, you don't, it's like, hey, excuse me. Sometimes you just look, here's how I like to explain it. You just follow up until you start to peep that she's not rocking with you. You know what I mean? But right now she's like, oh, whatever, she's walking. He's like, hold on, come here, come here. See that you got to stand your ground. And look, let's see what happens.
Excuse me, before you walk past, what's your name? Come here. Come here.
Oh, she came back.
Don't go nowhere.
All right, boom, she came back. So that's what I'm talking about, man. And that goes to those guys that are always trying to time out when they're gonna, oh, I'm gonna approach her when she's in this spot. Or you trying to do this perfect approach. There is no perfect time. You just got to make the time. You know what I mean? And in this case, he seen her. She kept walking. Look, it don't matter where they at. If you see him, talk to him. She keeps walking. Hey, excuse me. In that case, she said, you cute. Like, all right, what's up? What's up? She keeps walking. Hey, hold on. Boom. She'll stop. If she keep going, whatever. You know what I mean? You keep it moving. But I like that. You know what I mean? Because look, now the whole game changed. Now let's see if he can stand in his power and drive this home.
Where? Nah, what? What's your name?
Jayla. What's your name?
My name's Jayla.
See, she's like, come on, let's walk and talk. No. This is how you gauge interest. Hold on, baby girl. If you rocking with me, you gonna stop. You know what I mean? If I was Chris Brown right now, you would have stopped. So we ain't gonna be chasing you around, right? So what's up?
Can I get a little 360?
There we go. I like that.
Lord, that motherfucker OC.
Okay.
How old are you?
I like that though. But what that does, that shows leadership. That shows he's not afraid. He just chilling, kicking it. He can play around with her. Look at that. And she knows, she's like, oh, this motherfucker got some game. All right.
19? Oh, we were the same age. Let me get your number.
I got an Instagram. I can't get
I met you in real life.
I can't though.
Oh, you can't.
She on that time. Who cares, right? If I get an Instagram, look, if your Instagram, like my Instagram, I'm a musician, so I always got music coming out, always got things going on. So that's good. You just add it to your Instagram. Who cares, right? And you can just keep track. You know what I mean? And sometimes, if you showing value like you should be on your Instagram, them girls will hit you up. But it's like we just keep it pushing, right? Obviously, she giving out her Instagram. I would gauge this to say, whatever. I'll get her Instagram, but I'm focused on the next girl after this.
Can't.
Not yet.
You can't, not yet.
No,
we got you where we get.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Don't be Hollywood then.
No, I don't sit down. How many people you get?
I just got here. That's a nigga right there. Don't do that. You the only girl I put in my phone.
Right.
And where your friends go? I got friends right there.
I know.
Tell your friends, come here. Come here.
Now, shout out to, I like this right here, man. This is what it's all about, bro. You merge and set. You with the homies. Some of y'all be greedy, man. You got a girl, she got friends. Yo, bring them over to the friends. Like, let's vibe out. See, that's how my homies move. Everybody eats, man. Everybody wins. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if she not feeling my friend, and then me and her can rock with each other. But look, let's see if we can spread the wealth, right?
Come here. Yeah, you.
I want to pick one.
Come here.
You don't play, they coming. You know why they're coming? They're coming because at the end of the day, girls want to have fun. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, bro.
My guys right here. Y'all can really pick whoever y'all want, for real, for real.
The guys being too cool for school too. One of the homies got to step out there and follow up. Homie holding it down on his own. He pulling a Kobe Bryant right now. He pulling a Kobe, trying to save the game on his own. Let's see if he can do it.
All of them, my guys. Come on, walk me.
There we go. There we go.
You don't want to walk?
There we go.
Look.
There we go. There we go. Shout out to the bro. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to.
Hey, how you doing?
There we go. All it takes is
we were all of them, for real. Y'all seem a little nervous. We just vibing.
Yeah, them girls nervous, ain't they? They are nervous, but that's good. It's okay.
Hell yeah. I heard a little bit about the NC Jones. I don't know if it's true though.
What you heard?
I heard y'all got that water.
Oh, he basing. I ain't mad at a young fella. Go ahead, man.
We gotta see.
Okay.
All the ones by the water.
We is by the water, but you may bring the most water.
You see, when y'all building a conversation, you can say whatever you want. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing about that. You don't have to say the perfect stuff, bro. Like, as long as you got a communication line going, you're in good shape. All right, and then we're gonna look at one more, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it pushing on this one. Let's go.
Excuse me. Mind if I talk to you real quick? Got a question for you.
All right, so time out. Some of y'all will say, oh, He's already attractive. He's tall. I mean, bruh, you don't know what this dude looked like. And regardless, he approached politely. He already was choosing. Look,
Excuse me.
boom. Now she already, he said, excuse me. She turned around very neutrally, right? Now, this is the rule. As long as you're dressed well, you got a good shape up or your hair is intact. And this is if you're coming from a place of just being an unattractive guy. You know, if you're an attractive guy, you don't even need to be looking perfect. You could just be looking decent, but just be dressed well, groomed. You know what I'm saying? Just by being dressed well and being groomed, you already beat out, you know, 50%, 60% of the competition. That already puts you in the top 20 to 30%. Now let's talk about if you work out at all or if your physique is solid. You know what I mean? You already in the top 20% just by dressing well, having a decent physique. I didn't bring up height. I'm just saying in decent shape, you know what I mean? Groomed, presenting yourself well. This is the effect you'll get for real. You know what I mean? Unless you're looking crazy. And if you're looking crazy, we can figure that out. But we got to deal with your style. We got to make sure what you present ain't looking crazy. That's just like any woman. A woman can't come up to you looking crazy and expect you to be attracted to her. We all got to play the game. We all got to respect the rules. Nobody's bigger than the game. A lot of incels want to complain as if someone just is supposed to like them, even if they're ugly and they smell bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how it works.
Mind if I talk to you real quick? Got a question for
You know, boom, and the interest is there. And honestly, these are experiences I have. These experiences my guys have. Like, you know, now her attraction level is very high at this point. I think she's loving his confidence. The energy's there. So let's see if he could drive her home. I think he can because he's just coming in the right way. Whenever you can approach a woman when they walk in front of you and you can hold your frame like that, you good. And finally, that goes to show you everyone that's saying you got to approach and do everything a specific way. You don't. Here's the number one rule of all rules: be willing to communicate and communicate. That's it.
you.
Magic happens from there.
What's your name and what's the story behind that beautiful smile?
It's Chandler.
Okay.
Story behind my smile.
Yeah, because just
He didn't really need to do the second part, but you know what? That goes to show you once again, you can say whatever you want. And honestly, the less perfect you come off, the better. Like that was a little bit too smooth, so that naturally make a girl be like, "Oh, okay, it's a little extra." But hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
not pretty.
Honestly, the Lord.
The Lord?
There you
So
go.
you're a God-fearing woman.
I am.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, he's the reason I smile.
You from there?
I am.
Okay. It's gonna be the last
Oh,
time
she's
I get to
sweet,
see
bro.
you. You got a boyfriend?
No, I'm trying to focus on my relationship with the Lord right now.
Okay, I can respect that.
Closed off.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be a little wary of those, but it's okay. She's trying to focus on her relationship with the Lord. And look, if you a young Christian man looking for a woman that's focused on the Lord, this one right here is the one for you. Now, if you in that mode where you know what I'm saying, you know, hey, but a girl like this, I would personally look at it and say, hey, she seems like a sweetie pie. She's focused on the Lord right now. We, you know, I might be trying to have a little bit too much fun with her, but we can still talk and see where she's at. You know, one thing you got to realize is it's all about availability, and availability basically says, you know, as long as you're a normal looking guy or above average, and the woman is single and available, if you communicate with her, she's gonna rock with it. You know what I mean? As long as you're not saying anything crazy, or if you come off normal, she will choose. And so if she's not choosing up, odds are she's not available. And that might mean she has a boyfriend. She might not be in the right headspace. She's not dating. She's focusing on the Lord. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why a woman may not be available. She might have just gotten fired. She might be too busy. She might have just messed with another guy the day before. You know what I mean? And so you approaching her. She just left her dude's house this morning, right? So those are the things where she might not be available. So that doesn't mean she's not attracted to you though, and that's what's most important. Guys take rejection personal, not realizing that most of your rejections have nothing to do with you. It's just because the person's not available, and this is a good example.
Okay, I like that. All right, you mind if I know your favorite food or anything?
All right, he's doing way too much, because now at this point I'm like, look, bro, just grab the number, man. You know what I mean? The food, where she's from, you know what I mean? Her all that extra stuff, bro. It don't matter. It's just in the way. Each question he asks at this point that isn't going after the number, it's just pushing him further and further away from where he want to be regarding her.
That's a good question.
Now, here's the thing as well, man. You know, them girls that be with the Lord, a lot of them girls be freaky, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you could just see it, the little tongue on the mouth, like they can't help it, bro. And a lot of the time they trying to move toward the Lord because they've been having a little too much fun. Now, you know, I do life coaching, so I work with women and I work with guys that are dealing with their shadow side, trying to balance their energy. And I tell them, man, you gotta embrace both sides. You gotta embrace your freaky side and you gotta embrace your holy side because it's all one. And if you try to demonize one side, you're demonizing a part of yourself, right? So she'll come to realize that, I'm sure, in time, and realize that she could build her relationship with the Lord, but at the same time, she's having her own experience and she's young, you know. So I see it, man. She definitely giving off some sexual energy is basically what I'll say.
Any kind of pasta.
Okay, I like
Literally
pasta
whatever
too.
kind of pasta.
So you
Really?
can cook.
Depends on the day.
I mean, YouTube gonna be.
My bad, y'all.
Excuse me.
Let's hurry up because he's
Right now, I
rapping.
go to.
There we go. Get the number.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I ain't gonna ask you.
Depends on the day.
I mean, YouTube gonna be your best friend.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I ain't gonna ask for your number, but can I get your IG?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, he's low. Why didn't you just get the
Actually, you
number?
can have my number.
Okay, I like that.
Boom. She said, actually, you can have my number. So there we go. I'm like, you know, he obviously was a little shy, but you know what? Shout out to the brother, man. And here's what I'm gonna just end it off like this. And I'm gonna let this close out. Anybody that can approach a woman, I don't care if you're doing magic tricks, I don't care if you asking too many questions, I don't care if you're being too vulgar or saying wild stuff, because that's the three videos we dealt with. The first guy was what was the first guy doing? Oh yeah, the first guy was doing a magic trick. Okay, that's kind of in its own box. You love it or you hate it, right? That's not my style, right? Second guy, he got a little vulgar, right? That's a little bit too vulgar. I probably wouldn't go that hard, but hey, who cares? And then the third guy asked too many questions. So those are three things they all could work on. But guess what? What did they all do? They still ended up getting the contact. And that's really what the mission's all about. So any guy that can do this, I give you respect. Any lady that can do this, shout out to you. And that's why we watch these videos. We give everyone an idea of what to expect.
Excuse me.
Stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like
Let's see what happens. He gets the number.
Pasta.
I'm-
But I wouldn't say that's necessarily my home church.
Okay.
The church that my mom and I used to go to.
Save your name so I know who I'm talking to.
But yeah, the church that we used to go to, the pastors moved to California.
Oh, okay.
She sounds like a Cali girl. The sound she's giving me Cali girl energy. I dealt with a lot of girls from California. So I know that California girl voice.
So,
All right. So look, if I get lucky,
The way she's looking at him is great. You know, when someone's looking at you like that. Now, here's the thing: one thing about a woman, I tell you, man, once you leave their face, you know what I mean. Hey, look, we'll figure it out from there. Because he might text her, she might not even respond. But at the end of the day, the signals that she's giving is that she's attracted. And more important than that, she's very available. You could tell she's available. She's just going through her own stuff, trying to find God and stuff. But obviously she's single because she seems very available. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be this open.
I know some good spots.
if you get lucky.
Okay.
I like your outfit, by the way. I'm looking at it.
Here we go. And then they gave a hug. And this is why I love Cali girls.
I like yours too.
They're sweetie pies.
Have a good day.
Sensational.
Hey, look. We close it out like that. I like that. That was dope. Sensational. That was fire, man. I mean, look, y'all, those are 3 videos. That was longer than I thought it was gonna be. But we back like we never left. I'm gonna start doing more of these reaction videos. And then also just dropping game like I always do, man. Make sure to like, subscribe, man. We about to drop a lot of game. Like I'm about to be dropping some big time game. I've been out in the field, really just looking, at what my clients and the guys I'm working with and the ladies I'm working with, the pieces that they are having the hardest time with. So I'm gonna be doing some of these videos and also just tackling those questions I've been getting over the last couple weeks. So look out for that. Make sure to like and subscribe, man. Let's build the channel. Let's keep growing this thing. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. It's the one and only. Peace.